And now on the Joe Bev Show, Johnny Dollar in The Bowery Boys Matter. Johnny Dollar.
Johnny.
Gabe, how you doing?
Fine, Johnny. But it's, Detective Marino now.
Oh, you made detective.
That's right.
What can I do for you, Gabe?
I got a couple of friends of mine. I want you to help out.
Well, I'll do what I can. Is it insurance?
Not really.
Well, I was just going on a fishing trip, but...
Look, if you could be a big help, I'd appreciate it.
I see.
There's some friends of mine.
Yeah.
You see, it's like this.
Oh, wait a minute. Two guys just walked into my office. I'll call you back.
But, Johnny...
Pardon me and my friend's interruption, but, are you Johnny Dollar?
Of course it's Johnny Dollar. It says so right on the sign.
Shut up, Nimrod. I'll do the talking.
Sorry, Chief.
Excuse him, Mr. Dollar. He's got a peanut-sized brain for that, big cranium of his.
Uh-huh. What can I do for you guys?
Yeah, we want to hire you.
Well, I'm about to go on vacation, but...
My name is, Terrence Aloysius Mahoney, a.k.a. Slip. And this is my friend in colic, Horace Debussy Jones, a.k.a. Satch. Because he's got a satchel for a nose.
Oh, man, I thought I was named after Satchmo Armstrong.
Be that as it may.
Well, I sure do wish I had that nose full of nickels.
Speaking of which, Satch, show him the money.
All right, Chief.
And that's all we could raise.
$14.60.
I hate to sound money hungry, but, my regular fee is...
And if that ain't enough, I'll raise more. This is really important, Mr. Dollar. Real important.
That's right. Please take the case, Mr. Dollar. Oh, how did that get in there? I lost that button.
Stealing from the till again, eh?
Oh, no, Chief. You caught me.
Say, fellas, where did this money come from?
We buried it.
Sure, we took it out of Louie's till. We was going to pay it back.
You see, Mr. Dollar, I'm sort of a representative for the boys on the Bowery. And one of our pals got a dirty deal. And, we confiscated this dough so we could find the rat who done it.
Done what, Mr. Mahoney?
Oh, I think he killed Whitey.
Whitey ain't dead. He's just missing.
And just who was Whitey?
The swellest guy you ever want to know. Whitey was.
I thought you said he ain't dead.
I mean was. What's the difference? Whitey used to be a bum like the rest of us. And then one day, a couple of years back, Whitey walks into the sweet shop with his head up high, his eyes shining, and he says to us that he saw the light. He's going to change his ways and become successful.
Oh, ain't I successful?
Successful at being a moron.
Well, at least I'm good at something.
Shut up.
Oh, gee, that's great for Whitey, but...
And he meant it too, Mr. Dollar. From that day forward, he didn't touch no booze, no fighting, no cussing. Straight as steel. He even got himself a job.
And that's drastic.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, but old Whitey, he didn't leave the gang in the Bowery. No siree. He hung around listening to us guys spill out our gripes. Anytime any one of us went a little crooked, old Whitey was the first one to see if he could straighten us out.
Yeah, he straightened me out for sure.
Too bad he didn't straighten out your nose.
I resemble that remark. Sure am glad I found that button.
Be that as it may, leave us retaliate to me office. In the Bowery.
The transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Bowery Boys matter. Expense account item number 1, 67 cents for gasoline from my office in Hartford, Connecticut to Louie's sweet shop in the Bowery. The one called Slip, he wore an oversized double-breast suit and a hat with the front brim pinned up. His foulard tie protruded from his jacket. The taller fella with the big proboscis wore an equally mismatched suit and tie and a baseball cap, also pinned up in the front. When I took this case, Gabe, I had no idea that your two friends were the same fellas who showed up at my office with $14.60 in hand. Or on my desk, or actually $14.59, and a button.
Satch or Slip, you boys is back.
An obvious seduction, Louie. Mr. Dollar, this is Louie Dombrowski, the exhausted ruler of Louie's Sweet Shop.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, likewise.
He's gonna help us find Whitey.
Don't you think you're bounding over your steps?
Well, I did trip when I come in, if that's what you mean.
Remind me to kill you later.
I'll make a note of it.
And this is the rest of the gang. Bobby, Chuck, Butch, Junior, and Blinky. Say hello to Mr. Dollar.
Hello. Hello.
Glad to see you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Louie, bring us each a malted, and make 'em doubles.
You freeloaders ain't paid for the last 25 Martins.
We'll pay, Louie. We'll pay.
You will?
Sure we'll pay. Just put it on our account.
On account?
Sure, on account of we ain't got no money.
What happened to the money you boys swiped from my cash register?
We ain't got it.
You ain't got it?
Nope. We give it to him.
Just a down payment to cover my costs for taking this case. I'm happy to return it to you, Mr.
Dombrowski.
Mr. Dombrowski, once I'm reimbursed by the Bowery Police Department.
Yeah, Louie. He took the case as a favor to Gabe.
Well, in that case, 8 double Martins coming right up.
Greatly depreciated, Louie.
Satchela, you sure you ain't got no money?
Nope. All I got is this button.
What I want to know, fellas, is why didn't the police take this case?
Mr. Dollar, you know them. A guy disappears in the Bowery, they say it's routine. So Gabe, on the sly, offers to help us. Whitey was just another bum to them. But to us, he was sort of like decently down on our level. You gotta find him for us, Mr. Dollar. You just gotta.
Well, I'll try, Mr. Mahoney. Where do you think we should start?
I think we should first go to where Whitey was living.
Before we do, I'd like to stop in at the police station and talk to Gabe, see if I can get some more information before we continue.
All right. Well, meet us at Whitey's place at 4 o'clock.
I scribbled down the address and walked out. I caught a cab and dropped in at the 13th precinct. Expense account 83 cents with tip for the 2.8-mile cab ride. Gabe Marino was there, behaving like a good detective by pushing colored pins into a wall-sized map of Manhattan.
Hiya, Johnny.
Well, hello, Gabe. I thought I'd stop by and find out a little more about this missing reformed Bowery character called Whitey.
Oh, yeah. The report's still on my desk. Second drawer. Right. Just take it and tiptoe out. I'm busy.
Oh, really? Can I push a few pins in, too? Looks like a Halloween game.
Johnny, quit fooling around. This map is the unit of control for the stakeout of Bill Moreland. That's the guy who pulled that payroll job.
$500,000 grab, wasn't it? With all that loot, he probably built a flying saucer and left town.
Well, that's about the only way he could get out.
Get out of what?
Get out of town.
Why should I get out of town?
You said he'd have to leave in a flying saucer.
Gabe.
Yeah?
You really believe in those things?
Well, Oh, stop it. Look, I'm busy on this Moreland thing. We have every road, terminal, and airport covered tight. And the commissioner is yelling for action.
So no time for a second-hand Skid Row missing persons, huh?
None of that, Johnny. When the papers start playing up a case like this Morton robbery, everything else waits. That's why I need your help. There's 3 other people missing because of that Morton heist. It's hot. Now, where did I put that pin?
Well, you look for your pins, Gabe, and I'll look at that Bowery report. The second drawer? Here it is.
Yikes. What's the matter with you?
I found your lost pin.
Where?
Here, in my finger. Gabe enjoyed the laugh, and after nursing my wounded pride, I settled down cautiously and looked over the Bowery report. Whitey had been missing for about a week from his cheap rooming house. Clues, none. Leads, none. It was nearly 4, so I sneered at Gabe and headed downtown. Another 83 cents for the cab. While the Bowery's leading industry is the bar room, there's also the pawn shops, Louie sweet shop, and finally some flop houses. Then there was an occasional rooming house, so I located the one that Whitey had been living in. It was a clean cubbyhole behind one of the missions. Hello, Slip. Well, cozy little place Whitey had. Doesn't look lived in.
Everything's just like Whitey left it. Whitey was really neat.
Well, I know the police do a pretty good searching job, but let's have a look around. We might find something.
This here little bag's got Whitey's laundry in it.
The cops know about that.
Yeah, but they didn't go through the bag. Charlie, who runs the laundry on the corner, he gave me this bag yesterday. He said with Whitey missing, who knows when he's going to get paid. So he doesn't even bother to clean it.
Okay, let's have a look. Dump it out.
Not much there, Mr. Dollar.
Not much.
Shall I put it back in the bag?
Might as well. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me see that handkerchief.
Sure. Here.
I don't like to sound like an authority slip, but that red stuff on this hanky isn't spaghetti sauce. It's lipstick.
But Whitey was reformed.
Flip. A man can have lipstick on his handkerchiefs and still make heaven. I put the handkerchief in my pocket and went back to the street and took a lazy walk while I thought over the remarkable lack of evidence in this case. Slip Mahoney had introduced me to some of his friends, but, well, they were no help. Then, suddenly, Slip's jaw dropped lower than usual, and he stuck an elbow into my ribs.
Holy moly!
Slip, please, I'm ticklish.
Look at that classy dame. Getting out of that convertible down the block.
For a sight like that, you can poke my ribs anytime.
Wonder what a dame like that is doing in this neighborhood.
And that's a good point. Maybe I'll ask her.
I'll come along.
Slip, wipe off your chin and stay here. Let me try and establish the beachhead. The classy dame, as Slip put it, was about 5'6", blonde, and with enough curves to drive DiMaggio into a nervous breakdown. She was carrying a bundle of magazines and heading for a Class Z dungeon called Bilbo's Hotel. I walked fast and caught up with her in the doorway.
Well, in or out, Blue Eyes? Don't just stand there.
I'm sorry, miss, but I'm doing a feature article for the Sunday section, and I...
Oh, come off it. If you're a newspaper man, I'm Lady Godiva.
It's the clothes that fooled me, Miss Godiva.
Look, Buster, scram. If you are a newspaper man, give me your address and I'll send you some pictures.
Honey, give me your address, and I'll pick up a brownie and take 'em myself.
Here, hold this magazine for me, will you?
Sure. Hey, now, I don't mind getting slapped, but, I'd like to give a girl a reason first.
Maybe I'm a mind reader.
Well, that's a good enough reason.
Now get out of my way, or...
Oh, you wouldn't. My mistake. Okay, honey, I'm out.
You clumsy. You tripped me.
I am an evil person.
I dropped my bag, and oh, look, everything's scattered all over the floor. The least you can do is pick them up.
Sorry, I'll pick the things up. Tell me, what's an uptown gal like you doing in these parts?
Maybe I'm a social worker.
Ask a stupid question. Well, you know the rest. Here you are, Celia. Everything's back in the bag.
How do you know my name?
Well, it's on your cigarette case. I learned to read at an early age. 18.
Beat it, mister.
All right, okay, I'm going.
How'd you make out, Mr. Dollar?
Got slapped twice.
Gee, you're pretty good. You must have, hey, what's that bullet doing in your hand?
That's no bullet, Slip. That's Celia's lipstick. I, picked it up. Maybe the police lab can parlay my long hunch into something solid. The handkerchief in Whitey's laundry, remember?
You mean that dame might, you mean Whitey, no, never. If a guy could get a dame like that by seeing the light, wow, I'd be at the mission right now.
Well, I know it sounds far-fetched, but look at it this way. It's unusual that Whitey'd have lipstick on his handkerchief. It's also unusual to find that kind of gal down here. It just might add up. Well, at least it's something.
Well, you never can tell. Now what?
I'm going inside. You watch everyone who comes in or leaves the hotel. If they look suspicious, tail them.
Gotcha, Mr. Dollar. Hey, take care of yourself, though.
Don't worry, Slip. I only look like the reckless type. See you soon, I hope. I went into a rat trap called Bilbo's Hotel. The lobby was a crummy collection of sagging furniture. Celia was nowhere in sight, but a pig-faced man was lolling behind what could loosely be called a desk. An office door was halfway open behind him. I drifted for the stairs. But the piggy had better eyes than I thought.
Hold it, wise guy. Where are you going?
I'm the termite inspector, Bilbo. You are Bilbo.
I am, and we ain't. Got any termites, that is?
Oh, come on now. Don't tell me these floors are just eroding.
Beat it, pal. You ain't no termite inspector.
It's my innocent face that fools you, Bilbo.
Show me your credentials.
Now let's see.
I thought so. Scram! You're just trying to mooch a room. Now, hey, that's my phone. You're gonna beat it.
Don't worry, I won't steal a room. Go answer your phone. It's probably a racehorse looking for a stall.
Nah.
Bilbo waddled back into his office, and I waited until I heard him say hello. Then I ducked back and went up the stairs, 2 at a time. The dump was a 3-story jungle, dark as a coal shaft, except for one naked bulb that glared on each floor. I began bending over keyholes. Most of the rooms were quiet, except for some snoring, an occasional familiar gurgling, and now and then a shrill laugh. Then, one time I bent over and I didn't straighten up. Someone teed off on the back of my head, without bothering to yell for. It was a hole-in-one. A deep, black hole. I stuck out my hand and felt a wet brick. I was in an alley. The rest of me began to function, so I looked up and saw the gang.
Mr. Dollar.
Slip, Satch, and the rest of you guys.
You look totally abolished.
Well, somebody hit me on the back of the head.
You sure it wasn't an abscess of your imagination?
No, Slip.
You look like you need artificial perspiration.
You mean respiration.
I was using the subjunctive past tense. Satch, give him the acetate test.
Right, Chief. Thanks, fellas.
Hey, what you looking for, Mr. Dollar?
Well, I still have Whitey's handkerchief and that girl's lipstick.
You mean that femme fatale? You know, that cosmopolite.
Yeah. What are you guys doing here?
Louie didn't trust us. You with the money. So he come along with us to follow you.
Louie? Where's Louie?
Back behind the group. Louie, stand up for the man.
I am standing up.
Yeah, my mistake.
Look, fellas, I gotta go back and see Gabe. What I want you guys to do
Yeah?
is check the last places that Whitey was seen. His job. Anywhere.
Right, Mr. Dollar?
Gee, Chief, where should we go first?
Well, wherever Whitey frequently frequented. Of course.
It's all right, Chief.
Mr. Dollar, we're at your beck and command. Leave us assimilate.
Come on, fellas. And you too, Louie.
So anyway, that's the story, Gabe. I hope the lab can make a quick check on that lipstick.
We should hear any minute, Johnny. It is blonde. Any idea who she was?
Yeah, name was Celia. Celia Calhoun.
What?
Gabe, your ears are lighting up.
You know that big payroll robbery we're hot on? You know, Bill Moreland pulled it.
Yeah, so?
So Moreland had a girlfriend we've been looking for, named
Celia Calhoun.
Right.
Oh, well, Gabe, this is big.
I better get that. Maybe the lab. Marino here. Yeah. They did. Good. Celia's lipstick was the same brand found on Whitey's handkerchief.
That means Whitey might have been tied in somehow with Bill Moreland. Gabe, this is bigger than a routine Bowery kidnapping.
And how? Say, where did you see Moreland's girl?
Same place I got sapped. Bilbo's Hotel.
Let's get over there. Pretty crummy joint.
Keep ringing that bell. Bilbo's probably hiding in the woodwork.
I'm coming. Oh,
Well, if it isn't Bilbo.
What's your name, buddy?
officer, it's Bilbo. Bilbo Delancey. Look, I don't want no trouble.
We just want some information, Delancey. There was a good-looking babe here named Celia Calhoun. Here, today. Who'd she come to see?
I ain't seen a good-looking babe in years.
Come off it, Bilbo. You'd have to be blind to miss this kid. Where'd she go?
I tell you, I didn't see no one. Honest, I'm telling the truth.
On you, a lie detector would probably break down. Now listen, Bilbo. Wait a minute. Delancey. Bilbo Delancey. Weren't you once sent up on an armed robbery rap?
Well,
Okay, I was. But I'm clean now.
Yeah, like a coal miner after a 12-hour shift.
Look, I'm on parole. I'm going straight.
straight back to prison unless you talk, Delancey. Level with us, or else you'll never see daylight again.
I swear, Detective, I'm clean. Why would I stick my neck out? Huh? I own this place. It's a living.
Gabe, who handles this guy's parole papers?
Please, okay. So I did see the girl come in, huh?
Where'd she go?
Room 212. There was a guy living there.
Named Bill Moreland?
I don't know. He paid me 4 times the usual rent. 4 times to keep quiet about his being there.
It must be Moreland, Gabe.
Yeah. Is he still there?
Nah, he lammed out of here with that blonde a few hours ago. I don't know where he went, and that's the straight. I don't know. I don't know where.
Let's take a look at that room, Gabe.
Cigarette butts, dirty glasses, and last month's magazines. Not much to go on, Johnny.
No, there isn't. Look, let's try this on for size. Slip Mahoney told me that Whitey always called on the new bums who hit the street. Tried to cheer 'em up.
Yeah, go on.
Well, Moreland must have been hiding here until the heat blew off on the robbery job. But Whitey comes in, he thinks Moreland is a lost soul.
I don't follow you.
Whitey was no dummy. Look at this room. Whitey could see from the furnishings that Moreland wasn't just a bum.
But the lipstick on his handkerchief.
Moreland's gal played around. Made a pass at Whitey, to get him confused. Probably kissed him on the forehead. He gets good and mixed up, but Moreland's worried. He figures Whitey will probably talk about this new type bum with the Park Avenue dame.
So Moreland follows Whitey and kidnaps him. Gee, that fits. That fits, Johnny.
Yeah, Gabe, it fits. Now let's get this Moreland. If we get him, we find Whitey.
Hey, Johnny. Psst, Johnny. You see them?
Yeah, those 2 guys, hiding in that black alley. Step in here.
Hey, Mr. Dollar, it's okay. It's only me, Slip.
Come on, Gabe. He's all right. What's hiding in the dark, Slip?
This here is just Satch and the boys. Plus Louie. You can come out, Satch.
Oh, right, Chief. Did you find out who swiped Whitey?
Yeah, we know who did it. The problem is finding him. By the way, weren't you guys supposed to be off checking things out?
Nah, we decided to stay with you and follow you in case you got in trouble.
That's right. We saw that slick blonde come out, though.
Where'd she go?
She come out with a sharp dress fella, a real dandelion.
That's right. He had quite a mane.
They was in a big hurry, too.
Gabe, that must have been Moreland. Boys, this was the guy who kidnapped Whitey. Why didn't you call the cops?
Oh, we don't like getting involved with cops.
Unless, of course, it's Gabe. He's our pal. At least that's our aptitude about the whole thing. You know, it's just good strategy.
Oh, but we did the best next thing. We tailed him. Where'd he go? Oh, uptown to a swell joint on Central Park West. We wanted to go in, but the doorman wouldn't let us. Right, Chief?
Yeah, that snob. He hurt my feelings. Just because we've got a few idiosyncrasis.
You fellas got the address? Oh, what do you think we are? Anyway, sure, I got it right here. Let me see. It's in one of my pockets. Oh, no, that's that button.
Satch, don't tell me you put it in the pocket that's got the holes in it.
Of course not, Chief. I put it in my shoe.
Not the one with the hole in that, I hope.
Nah, I put it in the other one.
Never mind, boys. Just get into the police car. You could show us on the way. Slip, Satch, and the gang all stuffed themselves into the back seat, sitting on each other's laps. I got in the front passenger seat and Gabe drove us uptown. By the time Satch had got his shoe off, we had reached 59th Street. About 30 seconds later, we pulled up in front of the Highborn Arms. Gabe made a quick check of the mailboxes on the way by. The boys may not have been dressed well, but their noses were all right. There was Celia Calhoun in apartment 1258. Gabe and I got into the elevator, and Slip and the gang ducked into the stairwell.
Here it is, Gabe. Apartment 1258. Get ready to dive in. Right.
Who is it?
The package for Miss Calhoun.
At this time of night? From who?
Don't know, ma'am. We just deliver 'em.
Who are you?
24-hour messenger service. You sleep, we creep.
Hey! Bill! It's the cops!
Look, he's got his whole gang with him.
Yeah.
Come on, Johnny.
They're coming in, Bill!
Come on, fellas. Routine 9. Come here, you. I got you now. Don't you ain't getting away. Come over here.
Oh, let's help him, Louie.
But what could we do, Satchela?
Oh, come with me. We'll climb on this table.
How will that help?
Well, Louie, we'll be out of the way. That'll help. Plus, we'll be safe. Come on.
Oh my!
Get him, kick him in the shins. Oh, hit him. Get the girl. Jump him.
How is this helping?
I'm conducting. Whack him with your hat, Chief. If that doesn't work, kick him with your size 4s.
That'll teach you to be a fugitive.
Oh.
Come here, you. I'll abolish you.
Ooh.
That'll teach you to be an accomplishment to the crime. Now, where's Whitey?
We got him, Chief. We got him.
Good work, boys.
Hey, 'tweren't nothing. N-U-T-I-N. Nothing. Quite an alteration, eh, boys?
Sure was, Chief.
Well, let's get going. G-O-O-O, go!
Slip and the gang, with the help of Routine 9, not only helped us bring in Bill Moreland and his gang, and his gal Celia, but we found Whitey, tied up in the bedroom. A little shaken, but never the worse for wear. Final expense account? 0. I returned the money back to Louie's till. How could I charge these guys? After all, it was only the Bowery Boys matter. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Gang of good fellows are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? With never a worry, you see. You see. You see. You see. You see. You see. We laugh and joke, we sing and smoke, and live life merrily. No matter the weather, when we get together, we have a jubilee. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What's the deuce do we care? What's the deuce do we care? Hail, hail, we're full of cheer. What's the deuce do we care? Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What's the deuce do we care? What's the deuce do we care? Hail, hail, we're full of cheer. What's the deuce do we care? Love one another, we do. We do. We do. We do. We do. We do. With brotherly love, and it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's one for all, the big and small. It's always me for you. No matter the weather, when we get together, we drink a toast or two. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What's the deuce to eat there? What's the deuce to eat there? Hail, hail, we're full of cheer. What's the deuce to eat there, Bill? Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What's the deuce to eat there? What's the deuce to eat there? Hail, hail, we're full of cheer. What's the deuce to eat there, Bill? When out for a good time we go. We go. We go. We go. We go. We go. There's nothing we do that is slow. It's slow. It's slow. It's slow. It's slow. It's slow. Of joy we get our share, you bet. The gang can tell you so. No matter the weather, when we get together, we sing this song, you know. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What's the deuce to eat there? What's the deuce to eat there? Hail, hail, we're full of cheer. What's the deuce to eat there, Bill? Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What's the deuce to eat there? What's the deuce to eat there? Hail, hail, we're full of cheer. What's the deuce to eat there, Bill?
Johnny Dollar and the Bowery Boys Matter on The Joe Bev Show. We'll have more Johnny Dollar next time. I'm Joe Bev. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you can't get enough, just go to Amazon.com and search for Joe Bev.